What's going on, Palace fans, and welcome to a live broadcast for the fourth round draw of the Carabao Cup. A few matches are, I believe, just getting over with here between some teams, but looks like we're going to get the draw really quickly here. Now,
Yeah, I'm watching live on Sky, so you'll be up to date, and we won't have Dodgy Dia with his 30 seconds behind stream this time. So this will be at live. Um, we'll have a little chat because they're still interviewing players post match.
right,
Um,
right.
I'm looking forward to seeing who we get. I've been to the last two games, so I kind of feel a bit compelled to to go to whatever the next one is. But just so everybody knows, I'm going to go through the ball numbers, T.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead, and go through the ball numbers so people
who
can
we
know.
want to play. Let's let everybody know we got. So ball number one's Aston Villa. Ball number two is Brentford. Ball number three is Brighton. Ball number four is Chelsea. We are ball number five. Palace ball number five. Six is Leicester. Seven Man City. Eight Man United. Nine Preston, which I know a few people have said they fancy an away day on a Wednesday.
Hmm.
Talking of which, number 10, Sheffield Wednesday. 11 Southampton. 12 Stoke. 13 Spurs. 14 Arsenal. 15 Liverpool. Or 16 Wimbledon or Newcastle. Got to feel sorry for Wimbledon with that pitch, haven't you? It's going so well for them.
Yeah, so
Everything.
are they going to fix it and play there, or are they just going to play somewhere else?
I think it's going to take a couple of months. From what I understand, it's the
Yeah,
pipe,
that pitch
the
looked terrible.
ground kind of burst because there was so much pressure in them, just because of the sheer amount of water that came.
Yeah, it looked bad. Like it looked like the ground imploded.
So we've got a few people in the chat um, giving who they want. I'm going to tell you who I want. Tell us
Hmm.
who you want and who you think
Yeah,
we'll get. Okay.
yeah.
Now, I hope, just so I continue watching without, live, without too much hassle in my life. Because QPR was all right. I was owned by 11. Couldn't believe it. I'd like to play at home to Brighton just for the lols, but
Oh, okay, okay.
I think we'll get Newcastle away.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I mean, me from a personal standpoint, I think there's maybe like five teams that I wouldn't mind, but Leicester, Stoke, Southampton, Preston.
Do you fancy Stoke on a wet Wednesday night?
Good
That's the old
Lord. I mean,
cliche, isn't it?
how appropriate would that be? Stoke on a wet Wednesday night. Yeah, but I mean, as long as we dodge some of the bigger guys, along with, you know, like you said, a Newcastle away. If we could dodge those, I'm fine with that. But yeah, Brighton at home would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Luke wants to play three teams at once. Give us Wednesday, Preston, Stoke at home. What are they going? We're going to divide the match into thirds. And no, I know what you mean. A nice easy game. Sorry, I'm being facetious. Um, let's see. Luke wants to get Stoke.
Yeah, Stokes at home is I mean, Stoke at home, Preston away. I'm sure for some people, like you
Yep,
said, it would be nice.
we've got another Luke who wants Brighton at home.
Yeah, yeah,
Callum wants Preston at home.
yep. Oh no one wants Brighton at home.
Twisted wants Baba.
Chelsea at home. Okay,
Cody
okay.
wants to see Brighton at home as well. Um,
Cody C camp. We got multiple code. Cody says, yeah, take Stoke at home. Yep, yep. Brighton at home. Yeah.
yeah, how many Lukes in this chat?
Hey man, we got a few of them. I cannot lie.
Yeah. Sam obviously doesn't work in the week if
Sheffield
the
Wednesday away.
matches.
Well, maybe he's not planning on going. he just
And
he
the
just
Saint
wants
of
to see.
Sellers wants to run back the history. Um, And Harry B10 is saying Man City. Now, I have heard people say they wouldn't mind facing Man City because Pep's going to face, play a weakened team.
Yeah, I mean, he might stand to. I mean, there are some teams that in this round play some pretty significantly weakened teams. I mean, Arsenal played a 16-year-old in goal today.
Yeah.
Like, that's substantial, along with some other really, really young guys. So you could definitely see that. You could definitely see some
I
change
kind of
sides.
Yeah, I sort of saw the article, but the top he was wearing was so horrendous, it just kept doing my eyes in, so I didn't actually read it. I just saw 16-year-old, so I didn't read too much into it. Has he come through their academy?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Talking of academy, Jesse Derry's been playing or training with the first team squad at Selhurst. Some pictures
Is that
on
right?
social media
Okay.
today, so that is
Okay.
good. Um,
Right on.
that would be
Now we
an
just gotta get him to
interesting.
sign. We gotta get him to sign that professional contract. He still hasn't done that yet, so I know that's going to be an important thing to happen.
Animal on the subject of Man City. Now they've got no Rodri. Uh, I'd have a crack at City. Think of the confidence boost. Stevens says we will get Chelsea away. And Evan says, imagine if Derry gets minutes against Everton. Wild. I want Derry to score against Wolves.
Mm, okay.
And then just go like that to his dad. Is
Like
his dad
Twisted said, hey
football?
guys, smash the like button. Make sure uh, you of course comment in the chat because we love hearing from you guys. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like it means a ton for us going forward. So how close are we to the beginning of the
Well,
draw?
it's normally about 11:50, about quarter past the hour, wherever you are in the world, uh,
Hmm.
watching today. I know we get you watching from everywhere. Um, quarter past, I reckon. So we got about 4 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes here. Okay. All right.
Right. Another thing I wanted to ask. This is the Carabao Cup. Now, if you're old like me, you just remember it as a good old fashioned. How many iterations has it had? How many different sponsors? If you're in the chat, just if you can remember any of them. I remember in the early days the Milk Cup and the Rumbelows Cup. I'm not sure if
It
there's.
was something different. In my time of being a fan of football, it was something before Carabao that I can remember. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something before. Let me see if I can look it up.
Thank you there, Mitch, and all the others in the chat who have said it's indeed 20 past, which means you've got to listen to us talk bollocks for 8 minutes rather than 3 minutes, which is a shame. All I can do is apologise for that, but you'll just have to bear with us. So I've seen Carling Cup mentioned.
I think the Carlin Cup might have been one of the ones that I remember.
Oh, now this is one that I hadn't thought of. Adam pulled that one out the bag, the Worthington Cup.
Worthington. Okay, so it was Carabao. It's been the Carabao Cup since 2017.
Yeah.
16-17 year it was just the EFL Cup. There was no sponsor. 2012
Uh,
to 2016 it was Capital
T,
One Cup.
T, don't read them out. Let's let the people in the chat try and guess them
Okay.
without Googling, and then we can check at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. The Rumbelows Cup. Does anybody remember Rumbelows? My missus still calls, says you look
That
like you're
goes back.
Rumbelows.
So the
When I
Rumbelows Cup was 90 to 92.
was it?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, my missus says our lounge is like Rumbelows when I've got two laptops on and a telly on a
And
Saturday
then
afternoon.
did you mention milk marketing, the milk cup?
Milk Cup. I actually went to a Milk Cup final
That was
with my mate.
81 to 86.
What year did QPR lose 4-1 to Oxford United
Ooh.
in the Milk Cup? Because I actually went to that. and we also had the Carling Cup,
Yep.
Coca-Cola Cup. Have we said that yet?
Carling Cup was '03 to 2012. No, nobody said Coca Cola yet. Coca Cola was '92 to '98.
Okay,
I'm still
Juve
there's two that I haven't heard yet.
Juve Eagles
Two.
has said he'll save Brighton until the final. I don't want Brighton to get to the final. Mind you, they'll probably be less pleased than they would if you got them at home.
So nobody said Little Woods yet. Little Woods
Oh, I
Challenge Cup.
think I saw that earlier in the chat.
That was '86 to '90. Yep, Little Worth. I think somebody said Little Worth. Yeah, Little Woods.
Yeah,
And then most recently before Carabao was Capital One, 2012 to 2016.
yeah.
Capital One Cup.
Capital One Cup. Oh my days. Well, they're showing the cup in the Sky Studio now. Next
Mm.
is the round four draw, which is quite satisfying to say. The other news I saw, Palace related, was Chalobah on social media holding up his
Mm-hmm.
shirt and saying he's
Posted
ready.
on his, yep, posted his shirt. Psalms 27 is what it's after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope
So
that means that he's ready to go.
yeah, but is he ready to go for a whole game, a half, introduced at the
Uh,
end?
I doubt it. I doubt. I think we'll probably see some short shifts out of him. I wouldn't be surprised to see him make a 21's appearance too. I mean, because this is a guy that didn't have any preseason at all. You know, so he's got to really get up to speed. And I don't think just throwing him out there for 90 minutes is a smart thing to do for us.
The Bigwood Cup, I don't think it's called. I was saying she'll always call it the Carling Cup, but Samuel's got it right. We've always called it that.
The Mickey Mouse.
It's always been called the Mickey Mouse Cup.
Hey man, that Mickey Mouse Cup is a ticket to Europe for us. So it is one that I would definitely take. Call me a Disney fan.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. Well, we're
absolutely.
still in the adverts on Sky. So, home or away? What do we reckon?
I don't know. I guess for me personally, I just want to say home. I think it just gives us something a little something more, especially if it's against anybody that's bigger than us. But we'll see. We shall see. But
Yeah.
Stoke on a wet Wednesday.
Yeah. A lot of people in chat are saying they'll just call it the Carling Cup. That's what they remember it as. I suppose it's when you're growing up, isn't it?
I mean, when you're looking back at the years that it was called anything, um, it was by far the longest. Well, I mean, other than right now with Carabao. So Carabao's been since 2017. So that's what, this is the seventh year. Carling Cup was 9 years. So it makes sense why people kind of call it because that was the longest running sponsorship of the cup, other than when it was just called the Football League Cup from 1960 to 1981.
Yeah. Yeah. My son's getting excited about Saturday. He's off to Goodison.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We did the preview pod for that, didn't we? I think that's
Yes,
out and
that
about.
actually it just dropped. It just dropped today. So if you guys get a chance, go check out that preview pod. Me, uh, D, Nick, as well as Stan, talk about what's to come with Everton, changes to the lineup, score predictions, what we think going forward, and how we've performed up until now. So definitely go and check that out on YouTube. I'm sure we're gonna have an oppositions preview probably drop maybe tomorrow as well. I'm sure D's probably got that in the offing for everybody as well. So
Callum's saying it'll be something terrible like Man City or Newcastle away. Remember the years when that would have been a dream for us to get a big Premier League team. Now we just don't want the hassle of a journey.
mm-hmm.
And Marty G, just be happy with a home draw.
Yeah, you get somebody like, I mean, kind of like what Red said. You get somebody like a Southampton, Stoke
Yeah.
City,
Yeah.
Preston.
I've
Like,
never been to the new Southampton ground. I've always avoided it. And perhaps going to that away, but what's put me off of that is going to Bournemouth last season in the absolutely pishing rain. Um, it took me hours to get there. I thought we'll get
hmm,
there early enough, get something to eat, and we got there 20 minutes before kickoff.
how long does it usually? How long should it take to get there
It
under
should
regular
have taken an hour
circumstances?
and 40, so you'd expect just over 2 hours. Right, they're showing the numbers now on Sky for tuning to us because, yeah, I was the only one who said League Cup must be fairly young in the chat. Yeah, I suppose it's called the League Cup. Next, in next week's show, we're going to discuss how many different names the Zenith Data Systems Trophy had. I'm sure also windscreens will feature somewhere. So we've got a couple of people doing the draw. I don't actually recognise them. I recognise them, but I couldn't name them. Oh, Mitch Blank talking about the Bournemouth game that went to penalties. Oh, they've started. Ball number 2 is Brentford.
Okay, so Brentford is
Brentford at home.
Brentford home versus
Ball number 10, Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday. Brentford versus Sheffield Wednesday. Okay.
Ball number 11,
Which
Southampton.
is Southampton.
Ball number 12, Stoke City.
Stoke City. Didn't want that one. Okay. So Southampton, Stoke, Sheffield Wednesday, all off the board in the first
Yeah.
two.
Number 13, Tottenham Hotspur.
Home to.
I can read your comments while I'm looking at the telly, you lot. I can see all this. Number 7, Manchester City. Oh, they'll be creaming,
Oh,
won't they?
Tottenham Man City. Okay.
We're ball number 5,
Well,
Adam.
ball number 5, Adam. Yep.
Number 16, Wimbledon or Newcastle.
Please don't be 5. Please don't be 5. Please don't be 5.
Close. 4, Chelsea.
Whew. Okay. So more than likely Newcastle versus Chelsea.
We've
Okay.
still got Manchester as a possibility, Preston as a possibility. Number 8, Manchester United.
Home to.
Number 6, Leicester City. They always get easy draw. And I bet they're on.
So Leicester goes to Man United. Okay. Stoke City still in it, I think. No?
Number 3, Brighton and Hove Albion.
Home to.
I saw a 5 there, but it's number 15, Liverpool.
Ooh, Brighton and Liverpool. That's a good matchup. I like that. Two Premier League teams. So we might have 2 sets of Premier League matchup. 3 sets actually, because Leicester and
Number 9,
United.
Preston North End.
Home to.
Will it be from 9 to 5? Number 14, Arsenal. I don't even know who's left. There's 2 teams left, Palace and I don't know who. Number 1, Aston Villa.
So we're
number
away.
5, Crystal Palace.
So we are away to Aston Villa. And this will be the week of, I think, October 28th, I want to say, when it should take place.
Yeah.
That's a tough draw. That's a tough draw.
Yeah.
A very tough one. Aston Villa is a very, very good team, and you gotta play them away midweek. So
Yeah.
that's definitely
Uh,
not what you wanted.
the consensus in the chat is that it's a tough one, but Marty G has read my mind because I'm thinking, well, look, they've got a European match one week, then they've got the League Cup the next week. Are they splitting it in half? It says ties be played week commencing October the 28th. So will they be? Will
Hmm.
they have a weakened squad? Let us know what your thoughts are. Um, we've got say is saying not the best, not the worst. That's one of the 17,000 Lukes. Say I hope I'm pronouncing that all right. Well, that's okay. Tough but doable. Uh, Confidence from Twisted Baba. Is it Baba or
Hmm.
Baba? Baba or Baba? Light work. Villa have other priorities. Um,
Let's
yeah,
see. Hopefully, maybe we're set up to go against a little bit of a weaker squad with their European duties that they have. So, but yeah, so that's done and dusted for the fourth round draw.
yeah. Well, look, Kyle's got a bit more context and the Champions League fixture the week before and after, and they play Spurs the following weekend. Do you remember when we played them away last season? I think
And
it
we
was. We were
and
1
we
0 up.
mm-hmm,
We lost 3-1. I mean, I had
lost three
bloody good
one.
day
Yep.
out. It's always an interesting day out in Birmingham. But that seemed to be the turning point for their season, beating us.
Mm-hmm. Because they went on a heck of a tear after that win against us and landed themselves that Champions League spot from
Yeah,
like relative like middle of the table, like so.
yeah. I just feel sorry. I'm saying this in jest, but I just feel sorry for the lower league teams who never got to have their cup final against us. But there you go. Um, Joe Ratcliffe says, I'm talking tongue in cheek there. Surely we would expect to get through a team as good as Villa to win it. So why not next round? And Richard Greenwood says all the games will be tough, which is kind of fair, isn't it?
I mean, fair to say, just because you're gonna get the best shot of some of these lower tier teams, and you know the higher tier teams are just gonna have better players out there. So never gonna be easy, but definitely I feel like this is definitely on the higher end of the difficulty scale for sure, especially
And
in
the
their.
good thing is, you're going to be, if you're going up from South London on the trains, you're going to be back home by 1, I reckon, half 1. It's not going to be a 4 o'clock in the morning job like it would be from Leeds or anywhere. It's relatively
Mhm.
easy to get to and from.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and it's a nice ground.
Yeah.
Be
Well,
interesting
all
to
right.
the lights because they all look different under the lights.
Well, all right, guys. We appreciate you all tuning in for the live cup draw for the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Palace will be going on the road to Aston Villa to take on the Villains, but let's see what happens. But want to say thank you to each and every one of you that tuned in. We got almost 140 people checking in with us right now, so we're very appreciative to all of you. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Uh, we do really appreciate that. And if you haven't had a chance, hop on over to YouTube, check out the match preview for Everton for this weekend, where you can hear the thoughts of myself and Nick, along with D and Stan as well. But we'll be checking in with you guys real soon. And as always, up the Palace.
Before we go, T,
Mm-hmm.
um, in the background on our software that we use here for all those
Mm-hmm.
people that have been chiding me in the chat, there is a special feature which adjusts your appearance for the camera. So I was playing with it earlier, and
Oh wow.
It's the smoothest. No, me. Oh, I haven't got it on. I chose not to put it on. I thought
No,
no.
no, but I like it. Did you like toggle it for a second there? Because it looked like your face like moved a little bit.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. I
Right.
want to say.
Anyway,
All right,
pleasure to talk
guys.
to you again, T. If you're
Always a pleasure,
commenting
my man.
on the watch again kind of thing, let us know what you think of the draw. And let us
For
know whether you'll
sure.
be going or not.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know who's going to be making that trip, man. We appreciate you all tuning in. Till next time.